Okay, G. Thank you for joining. Sunday, more important Sunday, Deepavali. Deepa, the lighting our diyas. Wali, the trek, the path. So, divine path. So, bringing divine path in your life. That's what yoga is actually. The gist of Hinduism at the most deepest level is to find the divine pathway in your life. We celebrate in by many different ways, festive, foods, cleanliness, outside, inside, yourself. All that's part and parcel of the beauty of the religion, which almost every month has some celebration. So it's like utsav, walking yourself into a state of awareness. So your diet is good, you become vegetarian, you look after your health, that way you look after your home, you have good mindset. So the reasons of festivities are so, intelligently done. All right, so sit straight, breathe in deeply. We'll say Om 3 times, Uma, okay? Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you again. Puna Dhanyavad. Aap sabhi ko. First part, I always remind you, yeah, your physical body is everything that you have in which you can either succeed, and whatever you achieve has to be within this body, not outside. So the day you decide to look after this body is the day you can actually start thinking deeper about your mind, about your soul. But if the body is not in a good shape, all other aspects are very seriously hard to actually really progress. So we do these exercises called asanas, they're symmetrical, so as we do, yeah, okay? So rotate your feet, your ankles clockwise 3 times. So minimum is 3 times, maximum you can do up to 21 times, up to you, your choice when you have time, but don't have that much time. So doing these exercises, very mindful. So for me to talk is to keep your mind glued to what you are doing. So joining your body, your mind, and eventually to your soul part is your prime purpose actually of this life. We grow up usually only thinking that things just happen randomly, and we try and fit here and there, but it's very like accidental that way. You have to put some effort to be even achieve anything in life, as you realize, to be become someone, to go to school, you have to wake up, to even make food, you'll have to put effort. Nothing comes just randomly. So the same thing with your body, you have to put some effort in it. You have to routine, you have to, and as I keep saying, sacrifice, discipline, these are the actually real way actually you can start doing something for yourself. Otherwise it's not going to happen. So the more specific exercises as we go along. So it starts with this, which is energy source within you. So Uma, the Om itself comes from Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So Brahma, Vishnu, Shivam. So your Shakti, energy part, meets with the Shiva, the wholeness, the energy, the super energy, the super consciousness. Then there are techniques within these exercises that helps your body align from your source. So this is Muladhara, where the storage of all possibilities lies. If we don't know how to tap into it, it gets randomly expressed depending on your karmic, your impressions of your life from the karmic activity that we do. It could be expressed, could be because of your past life. So, but the point is, if you don't put an effort to work on it, it might just sit like that. So your source is at the base level of the sacrum. Second, we do this butterfly exercise or Titli which is to look after our second part of the energy system. The subtle body has these neuronal connections to your brain through the spinal cord. So they're called nadis. So 72,000 of them, 36,000 each of them, one from the left side and from the right side. As they climb up like a serpentine manner, where they cross is the point where the energy system lies. So the second one is to do with your desires, your attachments of life. It's called Swadhisthana. Swadhisth. It's the Muladhara, the source. So if you leave it randomness, it gives you these, similar kind of properties as any other mammal, any animal, even plant at that level for survival. So it's kind of reactive reptilian mind. The side effect of is this kind of anger, jealousy, hatred, violence, ill will, negativities, because you just react so much. It's like watching a lizard or something. You don't want to live like that. You raise your cortisols and other hormones so high. So that's why people fall in this trap of anger. So it's fear. The first thing is fear, which leads to anger. And then with anger, there's jealousy, there's hatred, there's victim mentality. Yeah, you just keep blaming everyone else for everything in your life. But it doesn't damage anyone whom you are blaming or being angry on. It actually destroys your life. At a physical level, by hormonal secretions, by causing diseases. At your mental level, you are not at rest. So, looking after these are very seriously very important aspects of living life. So the second one was the Sadhisthana, like we're doing this butterfly exercise. Keep your mind focused on it, and it's desires. Again, each of our 10 senses that we have, the 5 perceiving and the 5 expressing, by randomness you utilize only 10%. So it's very superficial level. So you have taste for sugar, you have taste for salt, you have fat. Very easy. You don't have to actually select anything. But you know what all these things do. Sugar, fat and salt is probably the only cause of all these diseases that you get, because they're added into food. They're not natural. They're refined. They're ultra processed. See, you understand the point? That now to choose beyond only this, and most of the time we just grow up with it. The taste buds develop when you are young, and parents or school system, wherever you go, they're just feeding you this sugary, salty stuff. So you are actually trapped as you grow up as well. But you'll have to find some way out of it. You have to get educated, 1, 2, then put in practice. And this kind of exercises, knowledge helps you then to go deeper, that slowly the fruits, the vegetables, the whole foods, the grains, the legumes, these things start becoming attractive as your senses become more opened. Otherwise, you dismissive. You see children, a lot of adults, they don't even can have any salad or any vegetable, because your Swadhisthana chakra is closed. You'll only go for those kind of things. So doing this exercise and being mindful, then you become aware what you have to choose. And then the third one is at belly button. It's called Manipur. The Manipur is your ego self in life. It is the driver. It gives you self-identification. It gives you this individuality that you grow up with. It's very helpful from second year of life to 25, 27. That's how you can get a degree, a house, a partner, and settle. But if it was all that was, oh, good, we don't have to really work anything more, then it would have been okay. But no, life is not like that. You can have one house, you can have 10 houses, you can have $50 million, but you will still not be happy. That is the problem after 30 years. Until you realize that your body is searching for more. It's searching for true knowledge, actually, number one thing. It's asking you, because we only become anyone by studying, by learning things. At the moment you stop being educated, you become very restless. You could end up doing the wrong kind of then learning by watching TV, watching the news, which is causing fear, the division of societies, by watching unnecessary things. Yeah, that is filling that void, but it's not actually helping you. So at some point in your life, you do have to realize, we are just unfortunate that the children are not growing in what's called a Gurukul system, where the wholeness of your body as a spiritual self living in this body is not taught anymore. But at some point, you will have to take responsibility. Until, if you don't do, but from 30 years to 50 years of your life, then becomes a process. You have a family, so you have some attachments, the children, you're busy, you're forgetting. You might just be completely drowning in children's activities and their education. It's actually a distraction. But when the children grows, what will you do? Because that search will be there. That evolution of human being is the purpose that drives humanity. We can displace it with all other things, but it's not actually the growth of yourself. So this is why it's important, because if you don't do it, then in the physical form, it actually expresses itself as disease from 30 to 50 years of life, about 20 years of exposure of restless mind, cortisol expression is stress, or wrong foods and drinks. What you talk and think, they are what's called epigenetics, the precipitation of diseases around 50. Understand why diseases happen. So it's not just some fancy kind of, talk or anything. No, it directly applies to how we live. This is yoga. Okay, so these are all in our books. If you care to actually refine yourself this Deepavali, get the divine light and find this path in yourself. That's what the real deepest significance of Deepavali is. To move from Astoma Satgamaya, to find the divine life, to find truthfulness. Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya, ignorance to bliss. Mrityoma Amritam Gamaya, from death to immortality. That's the significance of Deepavali. Okay, so keep going. So when you press on belly button, when you are aware of this knowledge, you remind yourself. And then the fourth one is at heart. So when we press, this exercise, go around, again, minimum 3 times. And then maximum and maximum time, you can keep doing it. When I'm talking, I'm just trying to keep your mind focused, and that knowledge, that education, you need to actually keep progressing yourself. So I keep talking that way. So heart is the fourth dimension of living, beyond ego. It just doesn't happen that way. It takes a lot of effort actually to become a loving person, a caring person, a generous person, a humble person, a helpful person for the society, your family and neighbors and everyone. It just doesn't happen. You can see everyone else is selfish. So the whole act of this cleansing during Deepavali has significance. Outside cleaning, house, beauty, everything. What about your inside? Yeah, I mean, it's good. From Navratri up till now, most people are vegetarian, so at least their diet is controlled. So you're cleansing yourself. But your thoughts as well needs to be cleaning. You need to rethink what you are thinking, what is in your mind. That's the impact of cleansing. So there are deeper meanings to all the activities and festivals and the prayers that we do. Eventually, it is actually to get the divinity in you to rise, to awaken. And it is a beautiful thing because you just become a better person in all facets of your life. And every other thing then becomes happens to you too. You become healthier, you become wealthier, you have wisdom. So it all goes in that way. It has just the positive state of living has lots of benefit. When you live at a randomness, it just takes you to the negative level, and it has its real impacts in disease form on your body. Your mind is restless, and forget about your spiritual growth. So heart, okay. So we'll do breathing exercises. Is the way to move yourself from third to fourth dimension. The next one is throat. So Vishuddhi. So V means complete, Shuddhi means cleanliness. So at that level, so use your speech. It's very powerful. Whatever you put out of your mouth echoes back. Everything is a reflection of whatever happens to you. At the deepest point, whatever at your own self you are, basically the universe is reflecting back to you. So your speech echoes back, your thoughts return, the universe thinks that's what you want. If you're always complaining, saying I'm diseased, I'm sick, the universe will give it to you. Because it thinks that's what you want. And when you say any speech, it actually bounces back too. So speech, you have to look after it, how and what we say. Okay, so Vishuddhi, so cleanliness, this happens. And then beyond that is actually a feeling state that you need to know yourself. But these ones at least I can express in words and share with you. Right? Now push yourself up, sitting in this Padmasana and lift. Okay, so up like this. As you increase the strength of your abdominal muscles, you can do these exercises. They are important to do because these are the muscles that you'll need to do when you utilize when you're doing breathing exercises. So it's a preparation for your joint muscles and activities to balance your energy system. These muscles are important because the next step is the breathing exercises, because they're the ones which actually help you progress. Because we are just normal mortal beings. We come with the karmic impression, sanskar. We will be in this state. There's no point just accepting as a defeat of your life that I'm born like that. No. You have a freedom. If you want to just stay in there, it's your choice. You go through the cycles of birth and rebirth. But if you want to actually make a real difference in this life, is there to actually put some effort into it. So lie down, 45 degrees, hold your leg, hold, then touch the floor back up, and then touch the floor again, come up, open your legs, make a circle, outside in, inside out, push yourself up. Okay, Sarvangasana, shoulder stand, push all the way up, up, open your legs, let the blood flow. Your shoulders, your neck, muscles, strengthen them. Halasana, push all the way back. Yeah, try and touch the floor. Breathe out, push. One more time. And now, push your knee towards your nose. Just push right side, then left. Pawan Muktasana. Push both knees together. Now lift yourself up as you breathe in and out. Massage your back, push in and out, in and out. Now twist your body, right side, left side. So the muscles on the sides of your tummy, they are exercised in this manner. Right and left. Okay. Now push your ankles towards your bum. Lift your bum up. Up, up, up. Yeah, hold. Then support your neck with your hand and do chakrasana. Lift. Support your now neck with your hands. Ankles together, knees together. Twist your body, called Makarasana. Okay. Side to side. Now increase the pressure by putting your left ankle on your right knee and push your left side of the body towards the right. Press. Then change side. Right towards the left. Increase by making an arc. Okay, push your left leg as much as you can towards the right side. Do the opposite. Now come back up. It's called Navasana boat. Be in a boat position. All the way up, up. Now come up, sit. While you sit, now go into what's called Gomukh, cow pose. Sit on your right ankle. Push your left ankle over your knee. And then twist your body. Push as far back as possible. Lengthen your right arm. Then push your left arm above your neck. And hold fingers on the back. Stretch. And then you touch your left knee. Now right ankle over left knee. Change side. While trying to sit on the left ankle and twist your body. Push as back as possible. Lengthen your left hand now. Push your right hand above your neck. Left from the back. And then touch your knee. Now rest. Sit. In the sitting position, do some tapping, okay? So clap. Hands with your sole of your feet. So there's millions of basically receptors, okay, on the palm and soles of your feet. So pressing. It's a grounding exercise, yeah? So walking on grass and water and things balances or neutralizes the electrical energy. You know, you have about 1.4 volts per each cell. There are 200 billion cells in your body. So it's positive energy. So when you walk, you neutralize. And same thing with the clapping. So I said in the beginning, whatever you give, universe just returns to you. When you appreciate people by clapping, you get lots of actually rewards for yourself. That is just the rule of the nature. Okay, so most of the things, whatever happens to us, we are the creators of it. You can be a good creator and become someone very special by what you do, what you give, what you think. At the same time, you can destroy yourself because you are always angry. You're always fearful. You're always constricted in your life. So learn to give, learn to do things that you want for yourself, because as I say, universe just is a reflection or an echo of what your speech is, what your thoughts are. Okay, so clapping, gratitude exercise is very powerful in your body in terms of chemicals, mediators, hormone secretions. So you can learn to tap, okay, your body, sides. Now, radial artery. So with your left thumb, press here, circular motion. Press. So it helps you blood flow in your body. Do this exercise where your thumb is touching the top of your shoulder. helps your acid-base balance. Okay, so reflux and all this stuff that you get. If you do it as a regular thing, you won't get all this stuff. See, I've been doing for I don't know how many years now, 20, 30 years now, more than that. You won't get any kind of, simple stuff like reflux, imbalance of acids in your body. But you have to do as a habit every day, like brushing your teeth. Certain things you just have to do it. Then it balances your body. Okay, now using your fingers, like you tap, do this tapping of your scalp muscle, because the stress and strain, they accumulate in these muscles around your head. So if you have a habit of tapping, you'll detangle this stress and strain that fits. And at the same time, just tap around your eyes, your cheek, your chin, your muscles. Yeah. You don't need to get Botox and things. You look young. Your skin will be nicely functioning. You don't lose the muscles. Okay, so your chest up here, lots of blood vessels are here, nerves. So if you don't lack of energy, feeling in inertia, just tap. In the morning, if you are lazy, can't wake up, and you'll see you'll be jumping out of your bed. So these simple things are actually techniques of life that make you someone special. But simple things don't sell. And simple things, because they teach, whatever you learn is by simplicity, it's not attractive. Because deep down at subconscious level, you don't want to change. You understand why your body doesn't accept simple things or simplicity? Because at subconscious level, which is beyond your conscious awareness, you don't want to do it. So what people do, make it complex. Complexity then is attractive because it's covered by color, it's got nice and looking things, and it sells. Because at subconscious level, you are tricking yourself or cheating to yourself, saying that I'm doing something to for betterment. In actual fact, your subconscious is just keeping you trapped. And the corporate world knows this very well. They package everything in a very complex manner. Even people who are teaching yoga and things have made it complex. Then it becomes attractive with the same principle that I'm sharing. But I'm sharing it simple, without any money, without any charge. It's all very open, but it won't be attractive. Because it teaches you to just become that what you are really wanting. But your ego self is a camouflage. It covers it. It won't make you even come to me because I'm giving it for free. You understand how the psychology works? But you'll be very happy to pay $100 a week to attend some session somewhere. But the knowledge won't be shared. It will be, boxed into little things for years of attendance. And then you can learn that way too. That's not a problem. But it makes it complex. But you are not going to learn anyway because your own self wouldn't last that many years to want to learn it. And you would have probably given a lot of money anyway in that meantime. So the whole corporate world actually takes advantage of this fear factor or the subconscious aspect of human beings, that they really don't want to change or move out of whatever they are now. And most of it's unfortunately acquired behavior from young days in a family, in a situation that you grew up. That doesn't mean that's a right thing. Some families have the values and everything they teach you, but most no. Most are just randomly living by whatever was just thrown on them as a child. So understand that's why it's not attractive. But now make fist, put under your right arm, breathe in through the left nostril, out to the right, yeah? Now make a fist, put your right fist under left armpit, and then breathe in through the right nostril, out to the left. You have two nostrils. Nothing is a spare part in your body. They have a reason. You should learn how to breathe through your nostrils. Number one thing. There's not only filtration because of the air within this, the mucus in there within the lining space of your nose warms the air by the time it reaches your lungs, produces nitrous oxide gas, which is really beneficial to your body. So there is a purpose of, and why two nostrils, not one? Because each nostril has impact on opposite side of your brain, and both brain, when they are in what's called hemi-synchronization, then only you perform to your real high level, or you can actually reach your prefrontal cortex activity. Then otherwise you are mainly living at your reptilian mind, which is fight, flight, freeze kind of response. With some awareness, you might actually be at your limbic brain level, where you have some emotions and positive values. But to really evolve, you need to utilize your prefrontal cortex. And for that, breath is very, very powerful, because it then lets your neurons connect in so many multiple dimensions. Otherwise, you are living at only third dimension mainly. Okay, so that's why this alternate nasal breathing, making sure you are doing, and we'll do it a bit later. Now rub the sides of your breathe in, hold your breath. Breathe out, clear. Then hold your breath as long as you can. Okay, rub, and you can use this pranic or static energy that you produce to help heal your body. Try again. In and hold, antara. Exhale, keep, and then holding. Feel the energy. In again. In and hold. exhale. Right? So breath, or part of the breath. We'll do complete others later. Now face the floor. So you either can be in the plank position, or you can do push-ups with me. Let's do about 100. And keep going. Push your hands upwards, leg downwards like a Superman. Push. Rest your chin on your thumbs. Supported by ankle. Push your ankles towards your bum. Lift yourself up. Push up on the right side. Look at the ankles on the right. Chain on the left. Now Sarapasana, snake pose. Bind your legs, hands together. Move your body right side to left, to right, to left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Hands by your side, lift your legs up. Let's push as far as possible. Open your legs, push, then in, out. Hold your ankles. As you breathe out, lift yourself. In, out. In, out. Side. Lift your right leg, hold with your left fingers and pull on the left side as much as you can. Change side. Now balance yourself by being on the right side. Lift yourself with the opposite. And now be just on right knee now. Straighten yourself. On the left knee now. Straighten right leg, left hand. Push your right leg in, left leg straight, right arm straight, try and touch the floor. Change side, left leg in, right leg straight, left hand straight, touch the floor. Now be on your four, like a camel. Breathe in and out, come up. Hold your breath, push your tummy in. In, out, in and out, in and out, in, out, in, out. Now do this child pose like a Balak Asana, go down, touch the floor. Come up, make a namaste, reverse namaste on your back. As you breathe out, touch the floor. Come up, be on your knees, Sthirasana, push back. chair as far as possible, and then sit on your ankle, push further back, and then all the way back. Don't touch the floor now. Up. Now be in this position called Vajrasana. Sitting like this. Put your fingers together on your belly button. Breathe out. Go down as you breathe out. Come up. Increase the pressure with your left palm over right fingers. Breathe out, go down. Come up. Reverse, right palm over left fingers. Press and go down again. Come up. My fingers along your thighs at the level of your belly button on the side. His kidneys, your adrenal glands, structures here. Push your fingers there and breathe out again. Push. Right, come up. Now extend your hands, keep your neck straight, and then look at the fingers on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the left side, 1, 2. Diagonally up on the right side in the corner. Left side, downwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left side up in the corner. Right side downwards. Horizontal again, right side. Left side. Fingers on your thighs, look far away as far as possible. And quickly tip of your nose. Far away. Tip of your nose. Far away. Tip of your nose. Now push your eyeballs clockwise 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Anti-clockwise 12, 9, 3, 6, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12. Now rotate your neck very gently clockwise 3 times. Anti-clockwise 3 times. Okay, now your wrists, pull them and push downwards, pull up, right side, down. Rotate your wrists, outside in, inside out. Your shoulders, opposite. Okay. Now if you can balance yourself on your knees, try doing it if you can. If you can't, don't worry. If you can go on their sides, the other side. And if you can even balance yourself on your tummy, you can try. And now lie down and lift yourself without using your hands. Okay, so down, up, don't use your hands. Stand. Now standing exercises, yeah? So breathe in, breathe out, in. Okay, so feel the space that's around you. Okay, the more your deeper level of your perceptions start happening, the more your intuitive ability grows, the more you will relate to this space around you. What looks like empty space is full of energy. Your body at this anu or most minute level is all energy, frequencies and vibrations. Okay, so yoga, from all these exercises and breath work and meditation that we do, eventually brings you to this self that you are, which is energy self. Because when you want to relate with the universe itself, it's in the frequencies, energy form. The physical reality that we see, that we are in, is limited by our ability to actually go deeper. You have to work on it. Otherwise, you limit yourself just for whatever is obvious by the senses, and which is very minimal. So in that way, each of the animals and the plants that are there as a part of Creator expressing itself on earth, they all have a message. Like a dog smells power. You can learn that we have the ability, because we have the freedom as human beings, if you choose to increase your depth of your smell, you can do it. Same thing with your vision, like say a deer or something. How far you can look. So your hearing, elephant, your touch, your feel. So every animal plant that is there, whilst it looks irrelevant in terms of their consciousness being limited, for a purpose that is there on earth, in that beings there, but as humans, because you have that ability of the intellect, we can learn all around us. If you choose to. If you don't, then you can become the bully. And then you know what happens with being bullied. You destroy. Okay? The whole earth gets destroyed multiple times just by the ego of human beings. Because they think they are the highest level of species, which at superficial levels it is, because you have the power, the might, the intellect. But how do you use it? You keep destroying repeatedly. World wars, this, that happens. Okay, so evolvement requires a depth of your perception. Then it helps you with your intellect. Okay, and then you know the meaning of why you are in first place a human being. Otherwise, it's just a bullying exercise. Okay, so this exercise is there slowly over time doing all this, then you start becoming incongruence. Not only with your body, then your body actually links with the space around it, the universe. Because that is what there is, as I was saying, in sense of echo, or what you visualize or think is what is being returned to you. So you are creating your own problems, which you don't want to believe, but it is what's happening to you because your state that you are living. And if you were to actually make it better, it is you who will make it better too, by expressing that positivity, living in love, joy, peace, happiness, gratitude, helping, being generous. Then all those things are returned to you, because this is what air is. When you learn this connection, this is when you do Tai Chi, when you do other forms of yoga, at that level, then they start actually teaching you how to actually be in these frequencies, right? This energy that is there. Okay, jump. So then from a plant to stand still. Learn to stop complaining about different temperatures, weathers. Because the tree lives that's what it teaches. And when it's, like say, a plant with lots of fruits, what it does when it's full of it bows down. So learn these things. Your degrees and things should not make you actually boastful. Actually, you should become more humble. So the tree, we say Vrikshasana, that's what it teaches you. Okay, Anjali Asana. Come down, come up all the way, hold your earlobes, and then go down and hold as long as you can, Malasana. Come up. Size your knees, rotate 3 times clockwise, anti-clockwise 3 times, pelvic way, same way, 3 times clockwise, anti-clockwise. Now balancing, what's called the warrior pose, the self on one leg, lift. And so focus, concentration. So that's how you become intelligent. Because it's all about focus. And once you learn how to focus yourself, so these asanas, physical exercises there, they help you actually get into this state of actually learning how to focus. Now Trikonasana, like trigonometry. So Vedas are full of knowledge. One aspect of this, like chapter 11, chapter 40, we mainly talk about them for your spiritual growth. But there is so much more. There is mathematics, there is astronomy, there is governance. The whole knowledge is in there. Okay, a lot of these things are being validated by science now, quantum physics and stuff. So trigonometry or Trikonasana is a gratitude exercise called Chandra Namaskar. So hold your ankle with your right hand, look at the fingers on the top, bring it down, bend your knee. So like a moon, gratitude, presence of moon, its impact on earth in terms of reflecting light, the vegetables and fruits and the trees that they grow, the movement of the tide itself, impact of hormones on your body. So here, Chandra Namaskar, yeah? The left side, looking at the fingers on the right, bend your knee, go down, push up, all the way up, come, breathe in, and then come up. Yeah. Push all the way up. Now the ultimate gratitude exercise is called Surya Namaskar. It is the 8-step sun salutation. So gratitude is a very powerful emotional activity. If you learn how to actually be gracious and express thank you, a lot of good things happens to your body in terms of chemical mediators, hormone secretion, Because as I said, the universe responds to whatever you say or think even. So once you express gratitude means that you are already anticipating something in your life. That's why it happens to you. So learn to be thankful all the time for everything, and that whatever you're wishing in life too. Because in the state of your gratitude mind, it's already fulfilled. So your inner aspect, you can actually change your reality through that way. So, I mean, the bad things always are happening anyway because our tendency is to think wrong, evil stuff, negative about people we talk a lot, the gossip thing. That's why it happens, because you all the time you are expressing that. So that those are kind of things will keep happening. But if you put effort to do something positive, and with that gratitude, the good things will happen to you. Your health, your wealth, your mind. So look at towards east, sun, breathe in with your hands folded together and push up as you breathe out all the way. And then as you breathe in, go down, touch your toes, breathe out, and then push your right leg back. Go into what's called Asthana position, and then lift, called Bhujangasana. Then push yourself, mountain pose, Parvatasana, right leg followed by left. Push your left leg in as you're breathing out all the way up. Now do the same from the left side. It will be left leg this time first. Breathe in, push 1 and 2, touch your toe, and 3, left leg back. Asthana Bhujang Parvatasana, left followed by right, then right leg in all the way up. Now do the second cycle from the right side. Breathe in, 1, push, and then 2, touch your toes, 3, push back, right leg, Asthana Bhujang Parvatasana, right leg, left leg in all the way up. Now do it from the left side. Breathe in and out, 1, push all the way, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Third cycle starting from the right side. 1, push, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then from the left side, third cycle. Breathe in, breathe out, push up, breathe in and out, touch your toe, left leg goes back, Asthana Bhujang, Parvat, left, right, in, all the way up. So that's 3 cycles. Even within 3 cycles you start sweating. Imagine doing for 20, 21 cycles. Full cardiac workup will be happening. Your heart rate variability, all these things gets better just by doing Surya Namaskar. Now, you can balance yourself on your hands. Do it. Just make sure it's a safe environment. Yeah. Bit constricted here, but if you can, try. See yourself on your elbows. Now if you can do headstand, do headstand. If you can't, just do the shoulder stand. Lift. And balance. Down. Okay. Now the last exercise is called Shavasana. It's called dead man position. Pose. Okay, so literally after doing all this exercise you feel like you are in that position anyway now, right? You're tired enough. So in the comfort of your home, Nothing very vigorous, very symmetrical and mindful. These exercises are very powerful in their own way. If gym is the only way that motivates you to do some exercise, then be it. You can walk. Just become mindful when you are doing exercise. But yoga can be done just in the comfort of your home, like this, what we are doing today. So there shouldn't be an excuse, okay? You are just lazy. That's the reality of it. If you don't not doing anything to help your body, you are just lazy person. That's it. It's hard. It's a tough truth to accept, but that's what it is. And universe or anyone doesn't help a lazy person. People, nobody helps them actually. It's a sad state to be in. So don't try to get into that habit, because really then nobody is going to even help you. It's a scary thought, eh? Actually, most people at the egoistic level that human beings live, they start actually enjoying and become happy with people suffering, which is the sad part. So it's for you yourself to take responsibility. Just know that nobody is looking after anyone else. The governments, the corporate world, nobody is there. Everyone's for themselves, and worse still, they're trying to make money out of you. That's a bitter truth. Okay, lie down. The last exercise is called Shavasana. So the Shavasana, we relax after, and it's actually important to relax because you did your exercise now, so relax. And in the relaxation, I'll teach you to do something more. Sleep is again a random default way of healing your body. So if the sleep is not there, human beings will destroy themselves within few years of their life. They are so distracted by their mind. But sleep has a rule too. You shouldn't eat after sunset. You shouldn't be watching phones and blue lights and things. You have to sleep around 9 to 10. You have to wake up around 3:30 to 4. They're the rules of how do you sleep. That if you do that, and you are a physical person, a farmer or someone, you don't need to do yoga or anything. Your life will itself actually take you in the right direction and make you evolve too. That's why a lot of farmers and people who worked on farm followed these rules. They just progress. Their family progressed. But when you come to a comfort of a city and everything that is there, they become distractive to you. It's nothing wrong being in a comfort zone like this, but if you want to live in comfort, then it's a problem. You be here, take all the goodness that is there, but you make sure your life is not living in this cycle of just false comfort. Yeah. So to yogic exercise, that's where they were written by our forefathers, our rishis in yoga through Vedas, and then in Rishi Patanjali's Yoga Shastra, and then in Gita, Swami Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram, his guru Vasishti, Krishna's guru Sundar Ji, all of them taught this thing, and luckily Patanjali wrote them about 8,000 years ago, and we have the access to it. Sort of, he had that foresight of knowing one day human beings will progress so much, and if it's not written somewhere, they won't know what to do in a setting like what we are in today. So whatever I'm sharing is from those Vedas books, okay? So lying down, hands separated from your body, legs little separated. Your eyes will be closed, but your third eye will be widely open. You're not sleeping. We'll do Yog Nidra. So yogic sleep. So yogic sleeping or yogic anything that we do is a conscious living. So you can sleep while you are conscious, mimicking all the subconscious activities that are happening. When you sleep, you can actually actively do it in a conscious manner. And anything and everything that is in your conscious self is what is the reality of life. So your subconscious is packaged, your software is packaged with all these negative things that you learned while growing up. Your conscious self will only express that because that's all it knows. So that's why we have to realign or relearn right things as we grow, because we don't have Gurukul system now. When kids used to be taught the right way of living, then it was not a problem. It was always in their subconscious, and that's what they express through their life, through brahmachari, through grasti, banaspat, sannyas. That's how they live properly. But now it's not happening. So you have to do actively now, and Yoga Nidra is aware, to dip into your subconscious. So the first one to really align is your health itself, at the physical level. So we are three states in so many levels: earth, ocean, atmosphere, your mind, your body, your mind, your soul, everywhere. Okay, it's in three: your thought processes, very tamasic, very kind of negative thoughts, then your neutral thoughts, then your beautiful thoughts. So there are three levels in that too. Everything is in three levels. So the first activity of to help you is, what I'm doing is helping only your body. That's what I'm trying to do. Give you this knowledge so your body will be better. So once the body is in alignment a little bit better, then you set a subtle body, called mind level. Then you can actually work on that. And the good thing is the body becomes better and is going into the sattvic state, the positive energy level. Your mind itself is directly related. It starts expressing positivity in terms of thought processes. When those first two happen, then your soul, your atma gets aligned. And then that is the bingo, like you are fully into a complete holistic person. So breathe deeply through your nostrils. Watch the passage of air into your lungs. Visualize how oxygen is bound to hemoglobin, carried by red blood cells to your heart, and is within 1 minute, as you breathe in, the whole blood circulates to your body. So your input is only your breath. If you don't properly breathe, you are not helping the rest. 99% is subconsciously being done. Your parasympathetic system does it. Now breathe again. It's called prana. Now visualize as you breathe out. Press on your belly button. The air gets pushed out. It's called diaphragmatic breathing. And visualize blood returning from your head, from your legs, back to the heart, to the lungs. And the reverse happens, where the carbon dioxide and other gases are produced, which are released to your mouth and your nose. It's called prana and apan. Breathe again. Now, put your attention as you breathe out above your belly button. There is a third type of breath called saman. So it reflects the sun, the digestive energy, power in our body. As you visualize, express yourself, the glow, the beauty of your body, the power, the heat that comes is through this breath, which links with the sun's rays. Now we are talking about Deepavali. So those rays, the sun's rays, they are producing the heat, the energy in the plant, the chlorophyll that gives you the food. There is a similar impact on your body to Jataragni. So breathe again deeply. As you breathe out, push your attention from your belly button right to your level of your chin. The fourth prana is called Udan. So Udan reflects the fluidity of the body. So Earth without ocean is barren. We can't even survive here. It becomes like a Mars. Your body also has 70 to 80% fluid and water. So it gives you Shitalta, cohesion, the electrical impulses that we're talking, they pass through this water. There's gates in each of your cells, sodium and chloride, that forms this electrical energy. The messages are passed through this fluid. So making sure you have enough water, and water means natural water, not soda, not alcohol, not wine, not all mixed stuff. Water in your body, because it transmits this energy. Your source, your creation that happens is actually through water itself, from your right to the Muladhara chakra, the spinal cord, the fluid that moves in, the Amritam or the cerebrospinal fluid that washes the brain. So all this yogic exercise when we do, actually you are moving the fluid in your spinal cord which washes your brain, so you prevent from dementia, Alzheimer's, all these other sorts of damage that happens to your brain if you don't do it. If you just sit and don't do flexibility exercises, your brain is not being actually washed, in very simple words. So it gives you this, your lungs, your heart, your eyes, your nostrils, your mouth, your entire body has this fluid movement. Breathe again. Deep breath again. Use your diaphragm. As you breathe out, press on your belly button. Visualize the energy that pushes you now from your chin right to your top of your head. The fifth prana is called Vyan. So Vyan is the energy that combines all the aspects of your physical body. This Sthul Sharir. So your physiology, your biochemical aspect, your molecular, your subatomic, all this magnetic part that is within the body, right to your level of your physical DNA. So you have 205 bones, 40,000 of kilometers of nerves, arteries, all the structures that are in your body, they are linked through this called Vyan prana. So prana, breathing, as we'll do exercises after this, is what actually maintains all this subconscious activity that is happening in your body. And there's another five called Naga, Kurma, Karikal, Devdat, Dhananjay, that boosts your food, peristalsis, the eyelid movement, the hiccup, the birth process. All these activities that are there are expressions of your pranic Shakti, the breath work. Breathing is very, very important, learning how to breathe properly. So the first subconscious activity, most important. Without breath you can't live more than most people will die in 3 minutes. But if you train yourself, you can actually hold your breath for a long time. As you learn how to hold your breath for longer time, your stem cells get stimulated, you get intermittent hypoxia, your body becomes a pharmacy of healing capability in it. So physically you become very strong, you have power within the body, you are healing yourself. Mentally you become very strong because your depth of breath removes the thought from your brain. You learn how to be still. Stillness gives clarity in your life. So that's the subconscious breath, number one. Now number two, the body becomes whatever 80, 90 kg that you are, from 4 kg, 5 kg when you're a boy, is actually what you put in your mouth and what you drink. So your, again, contribution is what you put in your mouth, and you've been given a brain and a capability to be educated about your body systems. You have to know what your body system is. Your teeth structure, your mouth, your intestines are very long. 8 meters is small bowel, 2 meters large bowel. The 37 trillion bacteria that in your tummy are, they want fermented foods and fiber, which comes from vegetables and fruits. That's your food. So education is very important. It's not about ideology, belief. What is your structure of your body? That's the food you put in your mouth. It's not blindly putting anything in your mouth, okay? You have to be very careful what you do. And more importantly, you are a human being, you have to know some ethics and, if your eyes and your senses are not actually liking certain type of food, that means you should not put in your mouth. In its raw form, I mean. That's why butchers are not in the main streets of town, because your eyes don't accept those things. But you can trick your mind, your senses, your taste, your eyes by wrapping in colors, by hiding it in a manner that your conscious self doesn't recognize. But still your teeth doesn't want it, your taste bud don't want it, so you put a lot of masala. You put a lot of solutions and things and chemicals and burn them in a manner that your taste buds even go out. Then you put in your tummy. How much effort do you put into actually cover up your senses? Even at the 10% level of perception, only your senses are telling you wrong. So you have to be mindful of what you put in, because your tummy is like your brain. With that bacteria, they control your hormone secretion, your immune system. Together with your breath work, if it's not balanced, you get all sorts of diseases. All these autoimmune diseases that people get. Inflammatory bowel disease, skin problems, heart problems, lung problems, including cancers. So you have to be so careful and responsible for what we do. So that's a second subconscious activity that you have to be mindful. Now breathe again. As you breathe out, now take your attention to the sides of your tummies. They are bean-shaped structures called kidneys. They do the other subconscious activity, which is filtration of your blood, so the poisons are removed from your body. The least you can do is to express gratitude to your body itself. 99% of the activities keeps happening subconsciously without your effort. And actually on top of that, we make it hard by eating wrong things, drinking wrong things. So alcohol and all these things are damaging. So remove our toxins through sewerage system otherwise. But what about your sweat? What about the spit? What about the sneezing that you do? What about the gases that we produce? Who is responsible for this? Anything and everything that we produce from this body, you should actually balance it. That's the rule of the nature. That's why yajna or fire ceremony should be done every day. Because through the fire ceremony, you are balancing the gases that we produce. We are producing toxins all around us. And it helps express gratitude. Whatever little you have in your capability, you put in fire. Fire amplifies it and spreads around the environment. So plants inhale it, animals inhale it, your neighbors inhale it. Everyone is taking something. You've done such a good act. That's why fire ceremony is so, it's actually the best karam that a human being can do. And that is the way it was done before in Satyug. But now we've forgotten everything. And the forgetting is only because people are lazy about everything. Because they are lazy, they make rules. They change everything for comfort. And that brings diseases to people. Mentally, physically, in every form. So you can't escape. The rules of the nature are there. It's called dharmic principles. If you don't follow it, then you have to suffer for it. If you follow, then that's the way. Because it's a rule. It's not man-made rule. Breathe again deeply. Now, take your attention to your fingertips, your wrist, your elbows, your shoulders, back of your neck, behind your back, all the way along the vertebral column, behind your bumps, behind your thighs, your calves, sole of your feet come up, like you're scanning your body, your toes, your ankle, your tibia, fibula, your kneecap, your thighs, your tummy. So along your spine, on the left side is called Ida, position of moon, impact on your body, hormones. On the right is called Pingala, the sun, impact of pituitary gland, the hormone secretion, your pituitary, your pineal gland, your thyroid, your parathyroid, your bone marrow, mada, maja, asti, your stem cells, your immune, autoimmune, all this management, your inner pharmacy, your adrenal glands, fight, flight, freezing response, to moving to vagal nerve stimulation, so rest, repair, regeneration happens. Your blood pressure, your heart rate, your brain function, your food movement, peristalsis, your kidneys, your liver, your spleen, your pancreas, gallbladder, all this balancing act happens through your vagal nerve. So vagus nerve stimulation is done through breath work, breathing exercises, exposure to different levels of your temperatures of your environment, the water, the ocean, the forest. It's a nature which actually stimulates your vagus nerve, not this fake world that we live in. So breathe again deeply. Now watch your two eyes with your closed eyes, the depth of what we can see, your ears, your two nostrils, your taste buds, your actions, two hands, 2 feet, reproductive organ, excretory organ, your speech. These are the 10 antennas to this body. And the master is the mind. And the mind is regulated by what you eat, what you put in your mouth, and what you drink, how you breathe. These are how your senses are either in control or not. It's not very difficult, but you have to have the knowledge and then do some practice. Because you become the master of your mind rather than mind controls you. If mind controls you, you are diseased, you are sick, you are never going to be healthy and well in your life. And you're never going to evolve as well. Life will be very difficult. So it's your goodness that comes if you start doing certain work like this. Now bring your attention to the tailbone. Come up, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Nashikagra, Trikuti, Ajna, Sahasra, all the way right up to your top, above your head. So part of this body is a subtle core body, like your brain is an organ, but mind you can't see. Your eyes take in photons or light, but where is the vision coming from? Your tongue can taste, but where is the taste actually happening? Your ears take in the wavelength, but where is the interpretation of those sounds? That's called subtle body or Suksham Sharira. Suksham Sharira is the part of the parasympathetic, the subconscious activity, the powerhouse of this body. What we live by is only 10%. This is called conscious self. This is run by your ego self, a fake, camouflage, maya or illusion life that we live in. And we completely believe in it. That's why we are so resistant to change. Because for ego to survive, it can't let you go out of it. But the truth and the beauty lies deeper in it. The 90% is actually there. So the more you actually learn and be educated, then slowly do some practice, then you are moving away from this third dimension way of living, but living at a fourth dimension. Your brain can live up to 25 dimensions. Imagine what you can become. There's so much power in this body. The onus is on you. You have to do it for yourself. People can share knowledge and give some directions, but it's end of the day you have to do it for yourself. You really want to evolve. So just for example, your mind, you know how fast it runs around. Now you are here, it's going to America, it's going to India. It's just floating and randomly just chasing around everything. Imagine if you were able to hold your mind. How powerful can you become then? That's why it's worthwhile trying to practice these things, because once you are able to hold your mind and then you ride with that power of your mind, you can actually become highly intelligent, creative, and you can achieve so much more in your life, because then the mind is in your control. So, for example, now just have a feel, an experience of it. Take your mind now, because I'm holding it, outside this house and see yourself lying on your floor of your house now. You can see your body, and now suddenly I'm able to help you see that you are not that body. Actually, your mind is now seeing this body is only like a car. It's within it sits this mind. And behind this mind, there is something else, Atma or soul or the spirit, that is even watching the mind as well. So when you take your mind to, say, the International Space Station now, you can watch the earth is spinning. It's tilting. It's like 20,000 kilometers per second. You can visualize the 9 planets from the sun right to the Pluto. Now you can travel with your mind to the moon about 384,000 kilometers from here. You can travel to the sun because your mind can't be burned by radiation. Normally you can't go in a physical body to Mars or anywhere. But your mind, when it's in your control, you can go right to the depth of the sun. So about 153 million kilometers from here. All the dimensions of the atmosphere that is there, you can actually visit all those planes of existence. Or within the 7 layers of the earth itself, or the ocean, because the mind doesn't get affected, but your body can't go. So that's why mind, if you get hold of it and control, then you can understand and now visualize for a moment that the sun, how it holds the 9 planets, it travels around a star called Sirius, and that's about 250,000 kilometers per second, and it's done about 20 cycles now, and 22 are left. So that's how long this earth, our universe, has been going and will go for another 5.6 billion years. There are 300 billion solar systems like ours in this galaxy. And then there are about 3 trillion galaxies. Imagine the size of the creation. So Earth-like planets are there. But they are purposely made by the Creator that we just can't actually visit them, otherwise we will be fighting and destroying. But your evolvement can take you in your next life to each of these parallel universes that are there. Or in this life, if you can develop this silver cord, every thought processes, every desire that comes through your mind is already existing. Either in the bad form, which manifests in this reality on earth anywhere, you go through it. But in the good form, they are there. If you don't align yourself to it, it doesn't manifest in your life. So the training is to actually get into alignment, and usually anything good in life requires effort, energy. So you'll have to put effort and bring your level of your living to a higher dimension where there is joy, love, peace, happiness, gratitude, understanding society, people, animals, plants, other human beings, being generous. That is the level of the energy self that requires goodness to happen. For bad to happen, no problem. It will always be there. You just gravitate towards criminality, wrong things easily. You don't need any energy for it. You don't need any teaching for that. Or the event horizon, like 25 million light years from here. There's no time, space beyond that. Or cosmic horizon, about 50 million light years from here. So we understand that we know creation only 3%. 90% we don't know, so who are we to judge and make announcements that we are the masters when we only know 3% of the creation itself? 97% we have no idea. Of the 3%, it's called light matter, 28% dark matter. Of that is, the rest is dark energy. And within that, what we understand is this quantum field or unified field. Everything is from that oneness. And the quantum mechanics helps us understand that it's an observer effect, or the dual split experiment that shows that whatever we create or whatever we visualize or what happens is what you observe yourself. It's in a different form otherwise. But as soon as your attention goes, the reality is what you perceive is your attention on it. It's called observer effect. So the more as we understand through quantum field, quantum mechanics, the more the validation happens to this ancient Vedic knowledge that is already there, guiding as a module for humanity. It is for us to actually incorporate in your life, because the purpose of your life is actually to evolve. So breathe deeply, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay? So it's called Yog Nidra. So Yog Nidra utilizes your subconscious self at a level that you in a sleep go through and it gets missed. But when you consciously do anything as you understand that part, then the output is much, much more higher. So how do you align then your body to the knowledge that I shared into a reality? How do we change our reality? Is using breath work. Because breath is the link between your physical body to your mind. I helped you had a subconscious, outer body experience of that traveling. So the more you do properly learn about breath, it automatically then starts joining yourself into this subtle body you have. And the good news is that breath itself then takes you to the level of your Atma, or the spirit, or the local consciousness that we have, and then links to the unlimited consciousness, the Paramatma, the creator that is there. Then there is everything is there, abundance. From nothingness, with the movement, expresses the reality. The opposite is, then you go reverse. You find stillness, solitude, silence. You understand? So it goes the reverse. So yoga teaches you this reverse then. That's how you link to that source then. And the source is within us. It's at your Muladhara actually chakra. So all this exercise and activity that you acquire and practice, as the universe is, so is within you. Yatha pinde, tatha brahmande, tatha brahmande, yatha pinde. That source is in here. It rises within you towards your kapal or your top. So it's such a beautiful, a cyclic activity that is the universe itself, which is happening within you. So you become the co-creator. So that's why everything happens from inside you. But the ego self, the 10%, the conscious self that we are, because stuck with your ahankar ego, it always keeps you out of this, in that illusion, maya, and you think that is the reality only. So knowledge is very important, then practice. Okay, so the first breath work is called Bhastrika Pranayam. So you breathe in through your nostrils. I'm teaching you how to use your diaphragmatic muscles, breath. So the more you practice slowly over years, then it becomes part of your life. Then the activity alignment starts happening. In through your nostrils, out through your nostrils. As you put in your belly button goes out. As you breathe out, your belly button goes in. Okay. Maybe 2 minutes only. It's hard. It's very hard compared to all other exercises, and within that now I'm already sweating. It's very powerful, the breath exercises. Okay, so now we'll do next one. So Agnisar, breathe in completely, breathe out everything. When you are in that stage of exhalation, hold your breath, because Kumbhak, and within that, push your belly button out and in. So you are really selecting out your muscles around your belly button and pushing it out, and try and hold the breath as long as you can. Breathe in. In, then out. Hold the breath and try and push the belly button in and out. Yeah. One more time. Now, next one is Ujjayi Pranayam. So feel the breath as it goes through your chest, yeah? Like that. Feel the vibration. Now fill your lung up, put your chin, increase your vibrations when the lung is full. When you are ready to breathe out, close your right nostril, breathe out to the left side. Now roll your tongue, breathe in through your tongue. Out through your nostrils, yeah? Now purse your lips, through your lips. Out through your nostrils. Antra, all breath in. So Antra, Purak. Then hold it, Kumbhak. Then take everything out, Rechak. Kumbhak, hold it. Push your tongue out, like Kalima, like the, how Maoris do the Haka energy development, okay? Now Kapalbhati. Kapal, so metaphorically opening your anterior fontanelle. Because it is what is open as a child, as a baby, up to 2 years. And that's how you communicate. But according to the impressions of past lives, when you're born, it's open up to 2 years. The child is still given that experience of the trueness of the creation, and every race, color, male, female, everyone has the same exposure and same level of actually potential. But as it closes around 2 years, there's a discontinuation of this natural silver cord that is there. It's like the umbilical cord from mother, which produces you. That as it closes, then your senses become active. So a child learns, and because human beings have the freedom, they don't come with this knowledge. They need to be taught. So their parents are there. That's why Gurukul system needs to be there to teach you the right thing in a balanced way for the society. Not only one aspect, material living. It just imbalances everything. While as opposed to animals, plants, they have a package of innate only intelligence of what the purpose is, and that's what they live through. And they don't require that education, training, and they quickly become independent as well. Because that is the programming. But because humans have the freedom, then you get exposed to the prevailing culture in a family, Western society, whatever is there, or TV, that makes that child grow into this system. And there lies all the problem. Partly it is the impressions that are already there in the subtle body of the person. Doesn't mean that is what is actually eventuating, but that will be part of the person's life but it's a society, the prevailing culture, which actually really completely closes them from any opportunity to actually recorrect or grow, evolve. That's why the whole system keeps playing around what's called Maya or illusion. So Kapalbhati is helpful breathing exercise, which is exhalation exercise, where we breathe out. It actually is joins your Muladhara or the source, the energy that you are, right up to your Sahasra energy center. It moves this energy. So over time, your practice, even though we are exposed to whatever has happened to us in our life, it doesn't mean that's the end of it. There's always this opportunity. If you go into this exercise, then you are detangling yourself from whatever you are lost in. Slowly, the layers of the dirt or the impressions or the what you are drowning in is actually removed from you. But it does require practice, some knowledge, bit of practice, and then consolidation. It's not only, all three are required to slowly then get out of that entangled state that you are into, to the true self, the person that you are actually. Or eventually, if you leave it to randomness, you keep getting births, rebirths in different levels, which itself is trying to wash out all those impressions from yourself. But the unfortunate part is, in every life that you come, then you are accumulating even more. So you got continuously in a cycle of creating that impressions that doesn't actually let you get out of this event. So randomness is not the solution. It is some active responsibility that you'll have to take. The earlier you start in your life or in this life is better, because otherwise the cycle continues. And what's the point actually? 9 months within tummy of mom, then in the school system, you get to wake up early morning, go and get the teacher, tell you. Then you finish off, then you have to go to work, and then people will tell you off at work. You're like a slave working for everyone. How long will you keep repeating this self in your life? So put some effort to grow in your life. You evolve, because that's why you get a human life. That is the purpose of being a human, to evolve yourself. Take Kapalbhati, so exhalation exercise. Keep your back straight and you breathe out. So like rhythmically. You can do for 1 second, whatever time, it's your pace. There's nothing strict rules about these things. The moment you start doing something for yourself, it has a very strong rebound effect on you. It helps you to keep actually doing it. Initially 6 weeks is hard, anything that you do in life, but after that it actually starts helping you. So put some effort, first few months, then it itself directs you. So as I say, breathe out. Okay. All right. Back straight. Push your belly button in as you breathe out. Keep going. Okay. That's Kapalbhati. And now we'll do Abhyantara, full breath in, all out, and then hold the breath. When you're holding, close all your orifices, Mool Bandh, Jalandhar Bandh, and Udan Bandh by putting your chin on your chest. Hold as long as you can. When you can't hold, then breathe in. Okay? Breathe in, feel the movement of your energy, that Shakti, the whole alignment happens through that way. Breathe in. Now do alternate nasal breathing, in to the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, Nadi Shrodha, very quietly, smoothly, hold, into the right, out to the left, into the left, hold, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, now really, really still. There's clarity. Get this space between your breath where there's a gap, there's emptiness and nothingness. This is how slowly, slowly your silver cord starts developing. स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि यो यो न प्रचोदयात्। हे परमपिता परमात्मा, अपने बिंदु की निवृत्ति के लिए और आपके पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति के लिए अपने पूर्ण शक्ति से आपके शरण में आप कृपा करके हमें संपूर्ण दुखों को दूर करके हमें पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति कराइए। गॉड गिव अस लाइफ फ्री ऑफ पेन sorrows, bestow of happiness, create a in with the most luminous, pure and adorable. We meditate on the, please inspire and guide our intellect in the right direction. प्रतिहारा, मैं शुद्ध आत्मा, मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। 5 महाभूत आकाश वायु अग्नि जल पृथ्वी 5 तन मात्राएं रूप रंग स्पर्श गंध 10 इंद्रियां चित्त अहंकार बुद्धि कुछ नहीं, बल्कि मैं शुद्ध आत्मा, मैं चेतन स्वरूप। बॉडी कीप चेंजिंग, माइंड कीप चेंजिंग, इमोशंस कीप चेंजिंग, थॉट्स कीप चेंजिंग, बट हु एम आई? You are the divine I, from the I am, the observer of whatever is happening in you. मैं शुद्ध आत्मा, मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। आत्मा अल्पज है, परमात्मा स्वराज। But you have to link to the Atma to get in the bounds of the Paramatma. मैं शुद्ध आत्मा में चेतन स्वरूप, इंट्रोस्पेक्शन, डिटैचमेंट, डिसोसिएशन, धारणा, ध्यान, समाधि, धर्म लक्षण अवस्था, contemplation, meditation, the indirect or the direct or the highway. There are multiple pathways, different stages, different ways, depending on your level of competence and understanding. With Patanjali Yoga, it's probably the ultimate level, direction it provides. का पहला स्वर व्यापक, स्वर शक्तिमान, स्वर अंतर्यामी, जन्मानंत व निर्विकार, नित्य पवित्र, सृष्टि करता, स्थिति प्राप्त, उपास, धर्म अर्थ काम और मोक्ष की प्राप्ति, ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय वैश्य तथा शुद्ध, नवद्रव्य आकाश वाग्नि जल पृथ्वी हर काल हर समय 24 गुण 33 कोटि 5 क्रिया बनाने चलाने वाला ईश्वर, आप अनंत काल से उपकारों अपनी आशीर्वादों की वर्षा करते, प्राणी मात्र के संपूर्ण कामना जो कुछ शुभ तेरे बिना मांगे स्वयं के आंचल में विचल शांति तथा आनंद का वास, सबके चरण क्षण की शीतल छाया में सच्ची शुद्ध तथा विश्व स्थिति प्रार्थना उपासना करें। कमल की फूल की तरह माया रूपी जिंदगी जीते हुए से अलग रहे, निष्काम करें, कर्म करें, आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आध्यात्मिक। Creator, organizer, protector, omniscient, omnipotent, almighty, generator, operator, protector, maintainer, destroyer and then restorer from eternity, though keep showering your blessings. All desires of living are always, whatever is good and beneficial for us. Provide our wisdom, happiness, peace and contentment, love and affection, dispel of illness, weakness and worries. Be like the lotus flower remove narrow-minded selfishness, attraction, anger, jealousy, hatred, violence. ओम का दूसरा सब रक्षक आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आध्यात्मिक पृथ्वी लोक वनस्पति देवलोक स्थूल शरीर सूक्ष्म कारण शरीर ग्रोस फिजिकल बॉडी एथरल सटल बॉडी कॉजल कार्मिक बॉडी इनटू प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस द कॉस्मिक वॉर्टेक्स जाके राको साइया मार सके न कोई बाल न बाका कर सके जो जग बैरी होए The sheath, avenger, protector, 7 within earth, 7 within the ocean, 7 within this body, 7 within the environment. There is no randomness or accident. Everything is coincident. There is synchronicity, symphony, harmony, hemostasis, magnetism, Schumann resonance, temperature. सात्विक गुणों की प्राप्ति कल क्षमा सरलता स्थिरता निवृत्ता कार्य सब अच्छे गुण हमारे संपत्ति बने हमारा शरीर स्वस्थ तथा परिपुष्टमान सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत आत्मा पवित्र सुंदर और आपके संस्पर्श से हमारी सारी शक्ति विकसित हृदय में दयाता सहानुभूति वाणी में मिठास दृष्टि में प्यार बुद्धि ज्ञान से परिपूर्ण करें हमारी व्यक्तित्व महान तथा विशाल हो May we call the virtuous qualities forgiveness, simplicity, stability, fearless, humbleness, the good qualities and possessions. Body be healthy and strong, mind pure and enlightened, soul divine, and through a blessing from all our senses be enlightened. Heart of compassion and sympathy, words believable and thoughtful action, may a vision of love for their creation. May your complete education and wisdom of personality be virtuous and great, to exist among the poorest of the poor. Oh. Katisa, Shuddhamasi, Buddhamasi, Muktamasi, Niranjanasi, all pure, perfect and complete. May we acquire the purity, perfectness. May we learn how to sacrifice, tapasya, be motivated, directional. Jnana, karam, upasana, अच्छे गुण कर्म स्वभाव, धर्म, कर्म, तब निर्वाणा की प्राप्ति होती है. तत्त्वमस्यम ब्रह्मास्मि सच्चिदानंद संकल्प मोक्ष शक्ति. Inertia, comfort, negativities, असुरापन, राजसिक चंचलता, मंकी माइंड, सात्विक गुणों, निष्काम क्रम, निस्वार्थ भाव, जन्मों जन्म के क्लेश, अविद्या, अस्मिता, राग, द्वेष, अभिनिवेश, मृत्यु का भय, उल्टा जय लगाओ, बदले की भावना सब समाप्त हो, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मदा, माया, मत्सर्य, ईर्ष्या, द्वेष, कुटिल भावनाओं को दूर करो. हमारी बात पीत का श्लेष्म में प्राप्ति हो, जागृत स्वप्निशी, तूर्य, तूर्य तक, भार्गव, भार्गव, चेतन, शब्द, वाणी, संकल्प, ध्यान, ज्ञान, अंजल, अगली का स्मृति, आशा, परमात्मा की पहचान, लोकेशना, प्रतिष्ठा, वितेष्णा की प्राप्ति, मैत्री भाव, करुणा, अमृत, अपेक्षा की शक्ति, अन्नमय कोश, प्राणमय कोश, विज्ञान, आनंदमय, यम, अहिंसा, सत्य, अस्त्य, ब्रह्मचर्य, नियम, सौ संतोष, तपस्या, सदा ईश्वर परिधान की प्राप्ति, चित्र दो, मूदो, विपचित, एकाग्रा, निर्कुदा, योग, चित्त, वृत्ति, निरोधा, सर्विकल से सर्विचार, सर्विस से नर्वी, संप्रचय से संप्रचय, सर्गुण से निर्गुण, सानश तक के बल्या, ध्यान, ध्यान, समाधि, धर्म, लक्षण, अवस्था, अर्थ सिद्धि, अनिमा, महिमा, गरिमा, लरिमा, महिमा, प्राप्ति, प्रकम्य, स्तवा, विस्तवा. ओम भू, प्राण स्वरूप परमात्मा, दुख हरता, स्वाहा, सुख देने वाला, 50 ट्रिलियन सेल, 72,000 नाड़ियाँ, प्राणदाता, दुख हरता, सुख प्रदाता, जगत के उत्पादक, प्रकाशमान परमात्मा देव. हम आपके वन्य शेष रूप का ध्यान करते हैं. आप हमारी बुद्धि को उत्तम मार्ग में प्रेरित कीजिए. ओम सत्यम, ओम जानम, ओम अनंतम, ओम ब्रह्मा, ओम सत्यम जानम, ओम अनंतम, ओम ब्रह्मा, ओम सत्यम जानम, ओम अनंतम, ओम ब्रह्मा, ओम आनंदः. मंत्रचिकित्सम तत् चक्षुर्देहितम पुरुषाचुकृतम शरदशितम जीवेम्य शरदशितम कन्याम शरदशितम प्रभाम शरदशितम दीनश्याम शरदशितम भूषण शरदशितात यज्जागृत दूरमय दैवितिम दैवितम दूरमम ज्योतिषाम ज्योतिरिकम तन्मे मना शिव संकल्पमस्तु. ओम त्र्यंबकम यजामहे सुगंधिम पुष्टिवर्धनम उर्वारुकमिव वंदनाम मृत्युर्मुक्ष्मामृतात्. तेजोमसि तेजोमयिदिं बलमसि बलमेदिं ओजोमसि ओजोमयिदिं वीरमसि सहोमसि सहोमहिदिं तन्पाग्निसि तनुममे पाय वृचोदाग्निसि. ओम तनोमा तन्मम्मा भवतु मा. ओम तमेव माचित पिता तमेव बंधुशिखा तमेव विद्या द्रविणम तमेव सर्वं मम मत्यम विश्वानि देव सवितर्दतानि पराशुव यद्भद्रन्तर्नाश्व हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातापतिरेक्या सदा धारे पृथिवीद्यामुतिमकस्मै देवयाः विशाभिदेवं आत्मदा बलदा यस्य विश्वोपास्य पश्यं यस्य देवा यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युकस्मै देवयाः विशाभिदेवम् ॐ या प्राणतनिमिषतो मयि त्वैकैन्द्रचा जगतो भावु या ईशस्य द्वीपचिस्पृतुष्पदा कस्मै देवायाः विशाभिदेवम् ॐ येन देवरुग्रापितविचदिरा येन स्वासवितं येन नाका यो अन्तरिक्षे राजसो विमाना कस्मै देवायाः विशाभिदेवम् ॐ प्रजापतिर्नत्वदीतान्य विश्वाजातानि परिता भावो यत्कामास्ते जहुमस्तनस्तु वयं श्यामप्तरोरहिणाम् ॐ सन्नो मन्दुर्जनितः सविधाता धमानि वेदगुहेनानि विश्व यत्र देवामृतमानुषान्ना शशिते धामन्ननयन्त ॐ अग्निनय सुप्तरास्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् यदस्मज्जहुरान्वेनो भूष्यान्ते नमामुक्तिं विधेम ओम नमो शंभवाय च नमो भवाय च नमः शंकराय च मस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ओम शन्नो मित्ता शन्वरुणा शन्नो भर्गो हरिमा शन्नो गुरु बृहस्पति शन्नो विष्णुरुक्मा नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्तवाय त्रिप्रतिक्षं ब्रह्मादि स्वामी रिक्तं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्ममौतु तत् वाक्तरामौतु औतु मामौतु वाक्तरां शन्नदेवी रविष्टयापुमोऽस्तु पीते शन्नो रविशर्वन्तु ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ॐ स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो बृहद्यवाश स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नष्टाशर्यो अरिष्टनेमि स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्दधातु न ॐ सहना भवतु सहना भुनक्तु सवीर्यं करवावहि तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहि दीनातक्तेन भुजिन्ता यथा पिण्डे तथा ब्रह्माण्डे तथा पिण्डे तथा ब्रह्माण्डं कुर्निविवाहि कर्माणि जिजे विषयतां समायोत्वेति नान्यतिथि अस्ति न कर्म लिप्यते न मे ओम अस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्मन्योऽमृता एकतम् अनुष्पते अति अनुष्पते ओम योगे योगी तवास्त्रं वाज्ये वाज्ये हवामहे सखाय इन्द्रम् ऊतये ओमस्तु मा सतगमय तमसु मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युमा अमृतं गमय ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामय सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ओम पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम देव शांति अंतरिक्षं शांति पृथ्वी शांतिरापा शांतिरोषधय शांति वनस्पति शांतिर्विश्वे देवा शांति ब्रह्म शांति सर्वगुण शांति शांतिरेव शांति क्षमा शांतिरेधि ओम शांति 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 करागस्य लक्ष्मी कर मध्य सरस्वती कर मूले तु गोविंदा प्रभावते कर दर्शना ओम शांति okay so have a good Deepavali yes so 5 days of celebration cleanliness outside you have to clean inside okay please Lakshmi Ma can only come if you have clean house clean thoughts clean foods okay so your next year can only be better in terms of your economy and everything if you have a proper auditing of what have you done through the year. So you have to take that new direction. That's why, so Deepa means light, divine light, Paramatma ki light. Bring it in your life. Have a most beautiful Deepavali. Thank you for joining. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.